Welcome to MABC, that's Media Arts Borrowing Channel. Stay tuned for all of our selection. But first, we have a couple of disclaimers that you should pay attention to. Disclaimer, all bookings come through me for your gear, and you should book your gear 24 hours in advance. Disclaimer, Whimsy is here from 10 till 5 for student services. If you have booked gear, you will need to come in between those hours, Monday to Friday, except holidays, to pick up your required gear. Disclaimer, if ever you're late returning gear and gear is due by 11 a.m. on the day that is to be returned, you will owe me a 10-second to 1-minute long Instagram video explaining why you feel it's acceptable to return gear late and hold other students up in line. Disclaimer, this video series will be quite long. If you want to dial into the specific information you want, there are timestamps and an index in the description, or you could pull up the individual videos and peruse them at your leisure. Disclaimer, all of the information seen within these videos may not be an accurate reflection of our current stock, or details may not be 100% correct. Please refer to our website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Disclaimer, some of the gear that you will see comes with a complete kit. So even if you don't see the components you think come with the item, it actually does come with batteries, cards, cables, and other accessories that are appropriate to that piece of gear. Please see the gear's description on the website to know exactly what it does come with. Media Arts Borrowing Channel is brought to you by York University, your university. Welcome back to MABC. Now we're going to be talking about our camera equipment and camera gear that's related to cameras. This is our Theta V 360 camera. We have a number of these kits available. It's a rechargeable battery within it, and it shoots in 4K. It's 2K per lens and 4K for a combined stitched image. This also works with a mobile phone app, and also can be edited within app for posting, or you can bring it across to the Theta 360, the app for both Mac or PC. This is our Theta SC camera. After the Theta V was discontinued by Ricoh, they re-released the Theta V with the SC so that we could still have access to the same level of camera technology. This has all the same trappings as the V, except it has a slightly shorter focal distance, so things can be closer to the 360 camera. It also has improved memory storage, so it can hold more, and it has better cooling features, so that it doesn't have the same power-off issues that the original camera did when it was plugged in and operating for long periods of time. However, the new model does not include a microphone input jack. So that is the only real difference between the cameras. This is our Kodak Orbit 360 4K camera. It can also operate in a single lens fisheye ultra wide mode. This camera has the ability to focus as close to 1.6 millimeters on it, so objects can get incredibly close to this camera and still be in focus. It has a lower light capacity, and it has removable memory storage, so you can swap out memory cards for this one instead of having to empty out the camera before continuing your shot. This is our Insta-X3 360 camera. This one is also in 4K, but is capable of doing 8K hyperlapse shots. It's 48 megapixels on the still image camera. It's a waterproof camera. It comes with a kit with the invisible Insta360 monopod hand wand. And it has a touchscreen control on it, so you do not need to merge it or pair it with your device in order to see through the camera lenses. You can control all of the options and all of the features from the camera body itself prior to shooting. It also has a horizon lock on it, so that if you're moving the camera around wildly, or if you're riding on a vehicle or a bicycle or whatnot, you can lock the horizon so it has less Z shifting on the 360. This is our Insta 360 Pro 2 camera. It's a 8K camera that does spherical 360 film. It can live stream, and it will do 12 megapixel still images. It's also equipped with the Farsight system, so you can attach it to a phone and go remotely up to 1,000 feet away with this particular model. And it's also features no-stitch editing within Adobe Pro, and allows for all kinds of other unique features. Now we have our Insta360 RS1. It's a 1-inch sensor on a 360 camera, so we've got our two 360 lenses, or our fisheyes, and we get a 6K out of this, and it has extra ISO levels for low light situations. Now we've got Insta360's 1R camera. It's a POV action camera, and we've got a selection of mounts and different ways of using this camera. It's got an ultra-wide lens and is ideal for point-of-view shooting. Now we've got our Canon EOS T6 camera. It's a 22 megapixel stills camera that can shoot video, has an internal microphone, and has a number of different lens adapters that can screw onto the outside of the lens to give different options. Now we have our Nikon D3500 DSLR camera. We have a couple of these kits with two different lenses, the stock lens and a zoom lens for it. These are a great stills camera. They can also record video for background or running gun kind of documentaries, but they are not able to take external sound input, so they are not appropriate for main production use. Now we have our Panasonic GH5 camera. It's a micro four thirds camera. We have a number of lenses, several prime lenses and zoom lenses available for it. It can take an external microphone and also capable of shooting stills. Now we have our Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 1K, the OG Blackmagic camera. It's an excellent cinematic camera and has micro four thirds lenses, so it has access to our prime and zoom lenses as well for it. Now we have our Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera, also equipped with a micro four thirds lens, so it has access to all of our prime and zoom lenses for micro four thirds. It'll shoot in Blackmagic RAW, which you can edit in DaVinci Resolve and export to whatever video editing software you need. It's a great little camera to work with and has a really nice cinematic look to its shots. Next we have a Panasonic Full HD camcorder. It's great for doing reference or if you're looking for a vintage style shot. Now we have the Red OG Original 4K camera. It was the first 4K camera on the market, and we're pleased to have it with a really nice zoom lens here. And it's comes with a viewfinder and a field monitor included with its kit. Now we have our Fujipix Real 3D camera. It has two lenses on it so that you can do stereoscopic filming. Now we have our iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's a great little phone, but we use it as a camera. We have a small rig camera cage for it with handles. You can put a cold shoe mic onto this. You can attach other kind of lighting to it. It's got LiDAR, so you can film in depth, and you can also do lots of normal phone things with it. Now we have our GoPro Hero 10 POV action camera. It does 4K, and we have a number of different mounts available for its use. Now we've got our Omitop. It's a boreal camera, so it's for doing underwater shooting or looking down drains, filming fish, things like that. It's a boreal camera and not for medical use. Now we have the OMAX 2 megapixel digital video camera for microscopes. You can record footage from slides and do scientific stuff. Now we've got our selection of tripods, monopods, and selfie sticks. We have triple head, we have fluid video heads, we have panning heads. We've got all the mounts you need. Come on and check out our great selection. Now we have another tripod. Oh, a tripod dolly. Now it's our Ultimax tripod dolly. It's adaptable to all the tripods that we have and will turn any tripod into a rolling mechanism of fun. Now we have our newer camera cage and adjustable shoulder rig with sun shields on the front. It also has an optional focus control for the side that's manual. And you can take apart and reconfigure this cage in many different ways depending on your filming needs. Now we have two different camera stabilizers. We have our RoxAnt undercarriage stabilizer for the camera, and we also have the Ultimax upper grip stabilizer depending on the style that you want to use. Now we have our Nucleus N. It's a follow focus and zoom control for remote operation of the focus wheel or the zooming of a camera that it's hooked up to. Thank you very much for tuning in to the MABC. We'll see you next booking.